Hello, everyone. This is Marisa from Give Asia Philippines. Today we have here Mommy Angel. Mommy Angel, please introduce yourself po.
Hello everyone. I am Angel Villarreal. I am Luke's stepmother as I am the one who took care of him. So basically we live in Metro Manila. So Luke was diagnosed with SSPE, subacute sclerosing panencephalitis, this May. So Luke was a 8-year-old child. This SSP is a very rare but fatal disease of central nervous system that possibly from a measles virus infection. The disease progressed rapidly to last stage, stage 4. He developed pneumonia, which makes him difficulty of breathe and was hooked to a ventilator. So medicated with high dosage and extremely expensive of antibiotics. So after days of supportive medication, the doctors suggested to undergo tracheostomy and percutaneous endoscopic gastrostomy to reduce further risk of infection. So this disease requires a long-term care. So we are asking for financial help for his ventilator and for his upcoming operation on his tracheostomy. So last year, 2020, my partner, he was the father of Herzen Luke. So me and my partner decided to get his son, which is Luke. So when I get Luke, Luke was only 16 kilograms that time. So I decided to do his monthly checkup. So I gave him nutritious food so he can be more stronger and still have his monthly checkup. December 2020, I noticed several times while he was standing, he wasn't able to control himself. January this year, he always stumbles and falls. The head always hits when it falls. So this makes us worried. So I consult a doctor, and the day he had a checkup, he had his first seizure for less than 3 minutes. So we decided to admit him in the hospital. We brought him to the hospital first, and then the doctors told me that he needs to be admitted since his head is always the one who hits when it falls. So when we admitted him in the hospital, the first thing they did is to do the laboratory test, swab, something like that. And then so he was admitted for 5 days, and the doctor gave us prescription medication, and this should be taken as his maintenance for a long term. So on the month of February, March, April, he's having jerks, and I also noticed that every night he can't sleep well. By the month of April, he doesn't want to eat, so I'm getting worried. We brought him again to the hospital. While we were on our way, he is already fainting. So that time it was COVID. All hospitals are full. So we had no any other choice but to brought him in a private hospital. This May, he was admitted 3 days in the private room. While feeding him around 7 p.m., around 7 p.m., he had a seizure again. So I called the nurses since his vital signs are getting low. So he needs to be monitored. So this seizure, he had this seizure for 48 minutes, so almost 1 hour. So the doctor told me he needs to be transferred in the ICU. So all of us, basically, when we heard ICU, it's not good to listen to. But I had no choice but to let the doctor do their job. So as we want to know where is the seizure came from, after 20 minutes in the ICU, the doctors told us that he has a pneumonia and he needs to be intubated because his lungs aren't good. And still we had no choice but to said yes. On the next day, his pedianeuro told me he needs to undergo CSF, cerebral spinal fluid. This is the only way for us to know where are those seizures and jerks came from. So after 4 days of waiting, the doctor called me as she wanted to talk to me first. Sadly, the result is positive. So Luke is positive in SSPE, subaceous sclerosing encephalitis. This is a measles infection that spreads also on his brain. Honestly, we've been trying to reach out to all of the doctors, even um, not here in the Philippines, even any other country, to ask if how can be SSPE be treated. But it was also the same na they said there's no cure for SSPE. So May 19, Luke needs to undergo operation for his tracheostomy. So basically this breaks my heart, of course. So after a week, um Luke also is another operation for his PEG, percutaneous endoscopic gastrostomy. This is a surgery, place a feeding tube. So this tube, this may need a PEG tube if you have difficulty of swallowing or can't get all the nutrition you need by our mouth. So as he stays in the ICU for 3 months, so because he was in the ICU for already 3 months, our bills also piles up. So um, that's it po. So SSP is talagang it's a very progressive, disabling, and deadly brain disorder because the doctor said it was 1 to 3 years of diagnosis. Um, they will die. So I don't know. This is hard for us.
Mhm. Okay, mommy. So right now, we're talking about, because right now we need to, aside from the hospital balance, we need to address the issue of the ventilator, right? So as of the moment,
Yes.
I think you mentioned a while ago that but the ventilator, you still have a balance to pay. That is how much approximately?
This is 150,000.
Okay, so you still need 150,000, and then you still have the upcoming surgeries also for the tubes.
Tracheostomy, yes po.
Okay. So everybody here we have here Angel, Luke, hers and Luke's mommy. So you heard their story, and it's very heartbreaking to hear that there is no cure. But still, this family has chosen to keep on fighting, making each day count, making each day important, and moving on. Nonetheless, so please help this family. Please help them please support them so that the days will be longer, and then they can have more time to treasure each other. Okay, thank you, Mommy Angel, and to take care to Daddy and to Luke. We'll try all the best that we can to help.
Thank you
Okay,
so much, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
take care. Take care.